Hello everyone, in this video we are going to talk about Target 12 of the Agenda 2030.
And what is this target about?
This target is about responsible consumption and production.
Giovanna, can we do something about this?
Of course, we can for example respect the environment, reduce the trash and don't waste food.
Amazing! Let's see every goal for this target. The first goal of point 12 of the Agenda 2030 is to implement the 10-year framework of programs on sustainable consumption and production. And what can we do to help? We can minimize product waste and pollution by, for example, waste sorting or reusing some products.
To have zero waste, there are plenty of action we can do. For example, we can use bamboo toothbrush, metal straw, glass jars or wooden comb. The second target is to achieve the sustainable management and efficient use of natural resources by 2030, and we can do something about it by using renewable energy like solar panels, wind energy and geothermal energy, and we can also conserve energy and resources the best as we can.
This is the third target and it is about food waste. By 2030, reduce food losses along production and supply chains, including post-harvest losses. How can we help? We can organize our shopping, we can buy smaller quantities of food at a time, and we can also check our fridge before going to the shop. We often don't know what there is in our fridge, so we end up buying the same things, so let's avoid that. Moving on, Giovanna, tell us about the next target.
By 2030, achieve the environmentally sound management of chemicals and all waste throughout their life cycle, and significantly reduce their release to air, water and soil in order to minimize their adverse impacts. Did you know that you can pollute your own environment too? For example, you can avoid disposable products, use natural products, and keep chemical products in closed areas like lockers.
This is the fifth target. By 2030, substantially reduce waste generation through prevention, reduction, recycling, and reuse. Now, recycling is one of the most important things we can do, and there are so many ways to do that. For example, we can make fun and creative things with objects we can find at home so they can have a new life, or buy recycled products.
Encourage companies to adopt sustainable practices and to integrate sustainability information in their reporting cycle. So, what can we do to help? We can support existing sustainable brands. There are so many brands that are using sustainable practices like fashion brands or skincare brands, and we all know something about it. So we can also buy fair trade products to help these companies.
For the seventh target, what we have to do is to promote public procurement practices that are sustainable, in accordance with national policies and priorities.
The eighth target is to ensure that people everywhere have the relevant information and awareness for sustainable development and lifestyle in harmony with nature. And for do this, we can avoid the busy city life, or we can create activities in regional parks to bring people in contact with nature. For example, we can go camping with friends or family.
Ninth target. Support developing countries to strengthen their scientific and technological capacity to move towards more sustainable patterns of consumption and production. What we can do to help is to share our knowledge with everyone. Sadly, not everyone in the world is capable of actually participating in this war, so share as much as possible.
The 10th goal is to develop and implement tools to monitor sustainable development impacts for sustainable tourism that create jobs and promotes local culture and products. To achieve this, we must support local associations. Some examples of associations who are taking care of our local resources are Cordis, Sidia, Cipra, and FAI. FAI, or Italian Environment Fund, is so famous and important in Italy. Its purpose is to enhance and safeguard the Italian artistic and natural heritage.
Last but not least, Target 11. Rationalize inefficient fossil fuel subsidies that encourage wasteful consumption by removing market distortion. Factories are often one of the biggest causes of pollution, so let's encourage them to minimize the use of toxic materials and emission of waste and pollutants.
Some other examples of what we can do to help our planet are: avoid using all types of plastic, support green economy, share the information with friends, family, and anyone in your local environment, encourage companies to adopt sustainable practices and sustainability reporting, share as much as possible, and try to live in contact with nature and participate in local events to save local treasures.
Here are some films and documentaries about sustainability. We can all learn so much more by watching them, so let's give it a try.
Thank you so much for your attention, and don't forget to love the planet.